space is one very complex and terrifying place. We honestly have no clue what's out there waiting for us. Maybe aliens are real. Maybe there's another planet with human life on it. All I know is that Earth is super tiny in comparison to the entire universe. But if you ever wanted to somehow travel to outer space, maybe think again. From planets with atmospheric pressure so strong that it could cause you to explode, to others that will scorch you alive. Let's talk about these and more on today's list. Top 10 scary places in space you shouldn't visit. Starting off this countdown, we have the Boomerang Nebula. The Boomerang Nebula is located 5,000 light years away in a large constellation in the southern sky. But don't even think about going there. I mean, just imagine that you did have the capabilities to. But anyways, if humans somehow got there, they would instantly be turned into a human popsicle. Yes, this place is the coldest place in the entire universe as far as we know. The temperature is negative 458 degrees Fahrenheit. For reference, the coldest place on Earth is negative 133.6 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's Antarctica. So yeah, this place is freezing. There's no way you can get there safely without freezing to death. Coming in at number 9, we have Exoplanet HD 189733b. And if you guys are liking this video so far, then make sure you hit that thumbs up button because it really helps us out. This planet would take your life the second you step foot on it. First off, its wind is incredibly strong. It blows up to 5,400 miles per hour. That's 7 times the speed of sound. You just end up being spiraled around the planet until you die. But if you somehow survive that, then you definitely wouldn't survive its rainstorms. Apparently its rain feels like shards of glass. So, you'll get sliced up from it. Happy travels. In our 8th spot, we have the pulsar star PSR B125712. This star is a collapsed core from an exploded star, and it's surrounded by 3 zombie planets. Yeah, NASA actually refers to them as zombie planets. What happens if you get too close to the star and its planets, you ask? Well, according to NASA, and I quote, "This undead star spins twin beams of radiation that could incinerate a spaceship foolish enough to come too close." NASA continues on by saying, if you were to land on one of its orbiting planets, you would find sickly irradited auras to light up your certain death. So there you go. Cancel your summer plans. No one's going there. Moving on to number 7, we have HD 80606b. Here we have a gas giant. Now this planet looks creepy with its blood red flamey surface. Seriously, looks like a planet from hell. In fact, it's got some hell-like temperatures. The temperature can go from 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 500 degrees Celsius, to 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 1,200 degrees Celsius. It can get that hot in a matter of hours. And guess what? Its nights are actually hotter than its days. It's completely weird. Some even say going on that planet would feel like getting blasted alive with a blowtorch. So, that's always fun, right? Coming in at number 6, we have RxJ1347. I'm just going to call it RxJ for short. So RxJ is a massive galaxy cluster surrounded by a gas cloud in the constellation Virgo. It's around 5 billion light years away from the solar system. And it's considered the hottest place in the universe that we know so far. It's thought that this was created as a result of 2 galaxy clusters colliding. Now, guess how hot this place is? Seriously, take a wild guess. Comment down below. Done? Well, it's 100 million degrees Celsius. Another source said that it's up to 3 million degrees Celsius. Needless to say, that is burning hot. It could melt you in a second. In less than a second. Yikes. We're now at our 5th and halfway mark with Boötes Void. This is considered one of the spookiest places in the cosmos. It's also referred to as the Great Nothing. Now, doesn't that sound like a place you want to visit? It gets its name because it's one of the largest known voids in the universe. In fact, it's also called the Super Void. It was discovered by astronomer Robert Kirshner back in 1981. It's located in the constellation of Boötes, hence its name. And it is massive. It's about 330 million light years in diameter. That's approximately 0.27% of the diameter of the observable universe. Yeah, it's an incredibly big void. But it's still unknown how voids are present and being formed. But it's best that we just stay far away from them as possible. Moving on to number 4, we have Venus. Yes, a planet in our solar system that you really shouldn't visit. Bam, there goes my weekend plans. Anyways, so the farther planets are away from the sun, obviously the cooler they get. Well, that's not the case for Venus. It may be behind Mercury, but it is definitely way hotter than Mercury. In fact, it's the hottest planet in our solar system. Basically, its dense atmosphere traps all the heat in. As a result, the temperatures reach 880 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 471 degrees Celsius. It's hot, hot. Spacecrafts that have landed there have only survived for a couple of hours before being completely destroyed by the heat. So imagine what would happen if humans took a step on that planet. Yeah, it wouldn't be pretty. Moving on to number 3, we have Gliese 1214b. This is another planet that could cook you alive. So it was first discovered in December of 2009, and it's located 42 light years away from Earth. Now, this planet is super weird. Despite it being super hot, 200 degrees Celsius, which is 392 degrees Fahrenheit, the planet is made up of water. But you think with that heat, the water would just evaporate. Well, its high atmospheric pressures stop its water from boiling. I should mention that the pressure is so strong, it could crush our bones if we went there. Now, in fact, its water isn't what we know as water. Theirs is more like this thick, hot ice. It's quite weird. Coming in at number 2, we have Jupiter. Jupiter, our solar system's massive gas giant. First, can we just talk about how big Jupiter is? It's 2.5 times more massive than all the other planets in the solar system combined. Compared to Earth, its mass is 318 times as massive as Earth. Now, on to visiting Jupiter. Well, if you do want to go there, guess what? It doesn't have a solid surface, so you would kind of just fall right through and bye-bye. On top of that, you would be frozen by its temperature, which is negative 162 degrees Fahrenheit, or negative 108 degrees Celsius. And to top it all off, you'd be exposed to very deadly radiation. And I'm pretty sure your head would just explode from its pressure. So, yeah, have fun visiting Jupiter. And in our number 1 spot, we have the black holes. Black holes scare the crap out of me. Seriously, just imagine Earth getting swallowed up by one. I know, it's highly unlikely, but still. Anyways, a black hole is a point in space where gravity is so strong that nothing around it can escape. Not even light. NASA states the gravity is so strong because matter has been squeezed into a tiny space. So if you went into space looking for one and got sucked into it, then you would be subjected to something called spaghettification. Basically, the gravity in the black hole would stretch you out like spaghetti. I mean, I love spaghetti, but I don't want to be turned into a human noodle. No thank you. So let me explain this process. Let's say you were headed feet first into the black hole. Your feet are physically closer to the black hole, so they would feel a stronger gravitational pull than your head would. So your feet are being pulled further in, which is stretching your body. Now your arms, because they aren't at the center of your body, would cause your body to be pulled inwards, making you appear super thin. So basically, if we did get sucked into a black hole, we would all be compressed and elongated, looking like human noodles. It's terrifying. Alright guys, that's all for today's video. Let's move quickly on to our comment shout out portion. I'll be shouting out comments from the video. Top 10 Dark Guardian Angel stories you won't believe are real. Manny Blazer commented, damn, when I hear these stories, just makes me think I'm very lucky. That's true. It's true. Be grateful for everything that you have. Luna Plays This commented, wow, that neon heart looks cool. Also, I like your necklace. Thank you. Thank you. This wasn't the same necklace I was wearing, but thank you. Grisma Shetty commented, earliest I've been. Yay! Good morning, Lindsay. Well, good morning to you, but it's actually almost dinner time here, so good afternoon, good evening. Alright guys, that's all the comments I'm shouting out for today's video. Make sure to comment something down below for a chance to be featured in my next comment shout out. And as always, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to Most Amazing Top 10 for more amazing videos. I've been your host, Lindsay Ivan, and I'll see ya when I see ya. The Boomerang Nebula. The Boomerang Nebula. The Boomerang Nebula. Oh my god. The Boomerang. Wow, that's a tongue twister. You would find sickly, irradiated auras to light up your certain death. What the frick? Here we have a gas giant. I ain't talking about my dad after he has beans. Now this planet looks better. Apparently its rain feels like shards of I'm so sorry, wow. Dieted. Irradiated? What are they even saying? Whatever, I'm just gonna say it. God, I feel like a little scientist. Bill Nye needs to hire me.